for people here, I talk about the weather because these videos are stored on the library for the school. And I believe that 1,000 years from now, people are going to want to know what the weather was like in Southern California and Nevada. And so our sites will have that information on them. So just another reason for people to look at our stuff. So, and for people here in school here or in California, you know, this is your opportunity participating, being on camera. It's your opportunity to become part of the historical record and the record of the school. And as you know, or should know, we'll be opening campuses in 2 state prisons in Nevada in the next month, the next 30 days. So that's historic stuff. And it'd be good to tell your grandchildren that I was at that school. That changed everything. So, so now we'll get started with our Google Maps class. And let's have everybody go to Maps, please. Everybody might be there except for me. And now you see my screen, Dennis?
Yep, yes, we see it.
All right. So, does anybody in California have any questions about maps?
Anybody questions? No, we're still working with the newer students, just getting all the layers set up. But
Okay.
no questions from any of the older students that were here.
Okay, good. So, what I'd like everybody to do is open a new map.
Okay. Right now, have to get that, the new maps.
Okay. So how do we do that? Tom, do you know?
Okay, go to those.
How do we do that? Okay. 3 bars.
Yeah.
Then what?
We're ready to make
My maps.
make one already.
Okay. Then what?
Okay.
Oh, great map. Great map. Okay. Now there's more than one way to create maps, but that's the best way to create a map. 3 bars. My maps. Create map. Okay. What is the first thing we do? Now this should be in your composition book for creating a map under Google Maps. Number 1, give it a title, right? Give it a title. So how do we do that? Okay, go to the top and let's call this map, we'll call this map LTC for us, LB,
Just follow along with that now.
October 15, 2015. Okay?
I know.
Okay.
There you go.
And then
There you go.
go here, put in your initials.
She said that.
Right. Just turn the light on for you.
Okay? So my map is the LTCLV director,
Hold on.
October 15, 2015. That's what I'm going to call my map.
So you gonna put that our map too?
Your map is LTCLV, your initials, October 15, 2015.
Larson training. Yeah, you can put LCA for California. See, he's doing Las Vegas. So LCCA.
The description is, this is just a map we did in class assignment.
Just double click that real quick. Okay, there you go.
Okay?
Then LC, which is Larson's Training Center, CA for California. Yes, LCC. Okay, now let me go. Okay, you're in there, Ralph.
No, brackets means
Okay.
brackets with what is for you. So
Okay.
here it's LB. They're doing CA, California.
Go here.
Your initials.
We're gonna go to that. Take that in. Now, we don't have anything, so we're gonna create a map. Go down there, create a map. Double click that, real quick. There you go. Double click. There you go.
Now, these are the 3 layers. Layer 1 is personal, layer 2 is school, layer 3 is work. So let's,
It's untitled.
how do we change the title of a layer?
Okay, now click here, click in there.
The first,
Okay, it's gonna be 3. One is gonna be school, personal, and the other one's gonna be employment. So those are the 3. School,
so any
personal, and
order
employment.
is okay?
Yeah, any order.
Okay.
School, personal, and employment.
How do we add a title to a layer? How do we name a layer?
So let's back out of there. Now
Now,
see,
I want to change the name of a layer.
see,
I want to create a name of a layer. How do I do that?
that means
Nope.
CA,
I push where it says untitled layer.
California.
Just click on the words untitled layer, and then the box pops up.
Okay. See California. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start adding a layer.
The 3rd layer,
And do this. Let's put it here. So the first one, let's say, and let's say personal. First one, so something personal, like say your favorite restaurants or your favorite stores, and you want a personal item. So we're gonna do 3 layers.
I have 3 layers on my map.
So one's gonna
Word,
be
school,
some title, we
personal.
can do school, with,
So this is the thing that everybody should know how to do. If you don't know how to do it, this is the thing to practice, but also write it in your book.
so let's go personal service. So
Add a layer, you click on where it says add layer,
and you said you live in one?
and then you click on where it says untitled layer, do the layer. Okay, how many people have their 3 layers done?
Click in here.
These are the 3 layers.
I'm ready to put
How many people?
post office.
You, Ernie, Deanna,
You can just say that.
Dina, do you? Artie?
Yeah.
Lori? Okay, good. Now,
Mm.
on your personal layer, okay, so don't panic, just catch up. So now, make your personal layer active. How do we do that? Robert, how do we make our personal layer active?
Let's see.
Okay, Laritha, how do we make our personal layer active? What do I mean by active? It means if I add something on the map, it's going to be on that layer.
Back it up.
Yellow box, this one here that says add places to this layer
Yeah.
by drawing or importing data.
Okay, now let's go ahead.
Okay, I just click on the layer that I want, and the blue bar on the side shows us which one is active. Okay, so Mike, which layer is active?
School.
Okay, good. Okay, Laritha, which layer is active?
You go.
On mine.
You can say one.
Okay, we need to move you to the front because you need to be able to see. Tom, which layer is active? Correct. No. Okay, the active one is the one that has the blue bar on the side. See that? If I click here,
Oh, the bar, yeah.
Right, you don't
okay,
stop.
that shows which one's active. And by active, that means if you add something to the map, it's going to go on that layer.
Yeah.
What is the purpose of the check marks?
The box opens up, shows what you have.
Okay, so it shows things that are on that layer.
Right.
I could have an active layer.
There we go. So now see how we're separated because we zoomed in. So now, no, these are,
The box is checked. See that?
you're just saying that later,
Personal is not checked, but what's the active layer?
what we're gonna do.
Personal.
We will see now.
Okay. Now what's the active layer?
We're gonna call this total.
School.
So
But you wouldn't be able to see any locations that I had on that map right now because I hid
add the map.
for the layer's not active.
Yeah,
Okay, so let's go to the personal layer.
add the map. So we're just gonna make a map.
Now let's go to the school layer.
You add these to them. So if you put this one, add the map. And this one, you add the map. We just put
And put in the address of the school.
you start adding those green ones.
So how do we do that?
When you click that on, see
How do we put the address of the school? Yeah.
how to view
The address is down. That's the thing.
Look at that. So go to view first.
Okay?
Double click it. Okay. Now, see, let you know about that one.
The omnibar.
Scroll down a little bit.
That's
Let you
880.
go down the
And when I see it pop up in the box, I click on it.
go down, hold it, and go down.
Okay, now what do I do?
So then it gets over. Okay, so what we can do now is
No.
we can close that.
Now that I have it on my map, what do I do? I have to add it to the map. How do I do that?
Here, just go right here. Hit that X.
This X
Right.
on the address.
Add that to map.
On the address.
Right
I
here.
click on here. I click on this. I already did.
Now,
Okay, I add to map because it says add to map.
on the post office.
That was a trick question.
You know,
Okay. Now, I want to change the shape of it. I don't want it to be a red balloon. So what do I do?
you hook,
Huh?
just hover over it. Go to the end. Go to the little box at the end.
By the way, that name, no, come in the box.
Okay, when you hover over it, see it at the end, that's gonna allow you to change it. So, now go ahead and add that.
The first box.
Okay, so say on the left.
Yeah. Oh, but that thing's clicking off now.
The thing's clicking off and on. Are you trying to say this little paint bucket?
Title,
Okay. So I click on the paint bucket. So I hover. What does it mean if I hover? To say I hover.
here is just to go over it.
What does it mean if I say click?
That means,
Just click.
here you go. Now, title, post
Click
office.
the mouse button. Click.
Have
What
it
does it mean if I say select? Hold down the left mouse button. Okay. If I say hover, I'm not pushing a button, but I have the mouse over the thing. I say hover over. If I hover over the address, a little paint bucket shows up. I click on that, and I'm going to change the icon. Okay. To the schoolhouse.
How you come up, that's one time. How you get that?
Okay.
Okay, now the other thing I want to do is I want to change it from the address up here to the school name. How do I do that?
So now,
How do I change it from where it says 710 Westlake Mead? Okay, how do I edit? Pencil, right? Okay, and so I just change this to Larson.
see each one, go down, just go down. See each time you go down, hover over each one. So you have a little thing at the end, and allow you to change it.
And I hit save.
If one is
Now, how do I know that it saved it?
let's just
On the left, the box on the left, this is Larson Training Center. Okay, now, I want to add the California campus.
Now,
Dennis, what's the address? 6333 Imperial Boulevard?
give me
What's the address?
12631
12631.
Imperial Highway. 12631 Imperial Highway. Santa Fe Springs.
Okay, now,
Say for instance,
let's type in
you really want to work with that.
Larson Training Center.
Do it, you can change the shape. So hit that. See now it's a stop. See what I'm saying?
So we didn't do that. In the omnibar, when you get to training, you should have one.
Go back to this one.
The third one down should say Imperial Highway, Santa Fe Springs. Does everybody see that?
Now try to go to green. See if it can start right here. Hit that green. Go down a little bit. There you go. See now.
Okay, click on that,
Look, you can
add it to the map.
make a map and see the ones that you really like. You can change the shape of it, color of
Edit
it.
it.
And that's how you start creating the map. So let's go ahead and close that.
Change the name to center.
Now you just created a layer of maps with
Then
post offices.
put
So
in parentheses
we can make
LA.
we can make another layer and we can
Okay.
make it something.
Now we're going to change the icon on this one also to be like the school.
If you want to get there, right?
Now if I go to the paint bucket
Now we go ahead
and click it, I already have the school icon
so now
on my screen. Does everybody see that?
now we can go down here. Right here on the title. So this one here, we can call this one personal. So basically
And now,
here
if you scroll out,
you can put like your churches and your banks,
you'll be able to see both campuses.
all that, yeah. So now, but you now need to tell it what to look for.
How many people have both? How many people have a map that looks like my map? I don't know.
So
How many
personal,
people do?
you like the parking,
How many might?
level restaurants, and the
Robert,
yeah, restaurants. And all that.
yeah, does your map look like my map? Okay, Aretha, Marty, all you need to do is scroll out.
You know, things.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to find directions from here to California. How do we do that?
You got to go directions.
What?
So on the top.
Directions where?
So
Here's my map.
restaurant, Montebello.
Yeah, I've got those two places. I want to get directions from here to there.
Arrow.
And so I click on here, right? And then I go to the little arrow, and it says where to. And I click on the other spot. Oops. Oh, I click on it over here.
Okay.
See how easy that was? Who said no? Okay, I'll go.
Okay, here we go. So now here's restaurant.
Okay, go. Okay, so what you need to do, I understand you need help, but what you need to try to do is follow what's going on. Try to follow. Don't, if you catch yourself saying, I need help, I can't do this, I'm lost, all you're doing is working your connectome the wrong way. So we're going to do it again. So you click on here, right? So you see the box pop up, right? Robert, you got this? Mike? Yeah, got it. Okay, Aretha?
Yeah.
Marty? Tina? Okay. Then we click on the directions.
I don't have it.
Okay. Well, I already know you don't have. Click on the arrow. Click on the two arrows. Okay. And then you see over on the left, a new layer opened up. And it says,
So now you got another layer.
there's an A flash. So what I need to do is I need to click on the location that I want to get to on my map. And that automatically fills in what? Yeah. And it gives me the directions.
Right. So we want to title
We
it.
have to do it. Oh, you do?
We start here.
Rob did. I don't remember how to do it.
I have notes doing that.
Okay, now, what if I wanted to add another spot
So we'll make this one
to
on.
go to? Can I do that?
We'll start adding some. And then so now we'll start.
Can I? How?
It's this way. And then you can always make another, you know.
Now I want to add this to my current directions. Let's say I want to go to Baker first. I click on Add Destination.
Let's go ahead and title this one. Now this one's untitled.
If I see Baker,
Untitled.
California.
Restaurant.
What does it do?
Oh, this one of the restaurants in Montebello. Oh, Montebello restaurants. Yeah, it's ready to go because it's highlighted in blue. So once it's highlighted like that, I mean, you're able to be ready.
What does it do if I type Baker in the box? Huh? Yeah, I type Baker, California. Right. So you do that, and then on your map, it lists Baker, right? Tom, you got it? Ernie? Deanna? Mike? Robert? Not that Baker, the other Baker.
And say it, right?
No,
Okay.
Baker, Baker. Paradox. Right? Okay. So, but yours, Baker probably says number C, right? Okay. So what you can do is you can change the order.
This one's in Montebello. Yeah, but now you got to post
When you click on the one you want to move,
Now you have the rest.
you can change it,
That will definitely be like,
raise it up or down.
see the person. You just start taking it.
Okay, so go back and type Baker.
And then you see.
And when it starts to pop up, click on Baker. Yeah, so you select it,
Like I say, school.
you drag it to where you want it to be.
Like if people want to work at hospitals, they go to the hospital.
Oh,
Personally, might
do
be,
you think this would be helpful for John Bisick
whatever.
for the route? Right?
So basically, that's start creating maps. And then cover over each one, like I said, when you have a layer, you start adding a layer and then title your layer. But that's the way. Got it? Okay. There you go.
Okay. So that's that layer. Everybody should have a map that looks like that. Okay, but oops,
And yeah, actually directions.
I don't want,
Yeah. And there you go. Yeah. See, there you go.
I want to start in Las Vegas. And I want to go to California. So I want A here and C there. There, because there's right, it's A, B, C. How about you, Tom? Right? Okay, so what is the problem you're having?
Just like you would do.
You're out of order? You keep adding more layers? Don't delete the extra layers. You should have 4 layers now. What's the 4th layer called, Deanna?
That's the fourth layer.
Direction.
Yeah. That should be your 4th layer. Okay, so the point of this is you can take a map that has a lot of places on it, and you create a route.
Yeah.
Is that important for business?
And then once you
Say you have a carpet cleaning business deal. No, let's say a pool cleaning business.
get in, now you're
You gotta have a regular route.
going to get
Would this be a good thing to do for your route deal? Yeah. Why?
Help you get to where you want to go.
Yeah, help you figure out where you want to go. So let me see if I can pull up a map here.
You know? Very sure. Just go to the tab. Just right now. Just there. Okay. And just check your email.
Okay, so this is the Chowtuti map
Right here. So that's good. Know that you're already signed.
as of July.
Right here. Go to your maps. There you go. Now, let's go here. Go to
We have one layer called current advertisers, another layer called prospective restaurants,
your maps. That's the map that you created already.
Another one called
So you gotta untitle,
barber shops.
double click that.
Interesting.
That you can actually now get back into the video. Okay. And then this is untitled. So which one is different?
Okay, so if we wanted to create a route, what would we do?
Employment, that's the name of the
Where would I start? Let's say I wanted to create a route starting here. What would I do?
the this layer is on point. So it's already titled layer, but title the map.
I want to get rid of
No, I don't need to do that because I already have it on the map.
Right
Okay, for this.
Just click it and I do what?
click that.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Remove.
And then I say, okay, then it says, okay, from where?
this is
Let's say I say from here.
oh, here you go. Click that on again. This is are you right there? Right there. There you go. There's a trash can. Private trash. There you go. That little trash. Right. So now it's gone. Okay. And
Right?
so
And
now
then I can just do,
so what we can do is check my for that one. So what else we got? Appointment. So we need to do personal. Personal. Let's go here.
just look at
Mm-hmm.
locations.
What type of personal information? You know what I mean? What kind of personal stuff? See what I'm saying? It could be grocery store. It could be restaurants, grocery stores, it could be parks, whatever, your churches, that type of stuff.
But if I don't like that,
It could also be,
wow, this place is really crazy.
their access.
Drag this over here.
So you put that in there, have a map of where all your relatives live. And then you go ahead. So,
I'm going to drag this one.
wow. And there's all the grocery stores there. And then what you can do is,
These are, I need to reverse these.
you can put add
Down there.
if you want to go with it. So you can view it, go there, and click that on. Click it on. Right, the state of brothers. If you want to view state of brothers, you can view it and go look at it. And then here's the website. So if you want to add what right.
So you see how easy it is?
You see.
To do that?
Am I getting something?
So the steps that you would do for work is you would create a map, put all of the locations on the map, and then once you have the locations on the map, you would create a route. And you just keep going. To every place.
Yeah, the market was the important.
So we want to
On your map.
okay.
And this gives rise to something
Right. Okay.
called the traveling salesman problem. Which is how do you figure out the best route, the most efficient route? Because what do I have? I've got 2 places here that are outliers. When do I do these accounts? El Cortez Barbershop. This one way out here. Walk-ins by Robert. Chromiums. Okay, now let's say on our map, here's where I am. Right here, which way do I go? Do I go this way or do I go left?
That's a grocery? Okay. So this is
Left. So,
add it here, Tokyo. So let's add it here. Let's do it Tokyo. State brothers and we'll add red.
so where do I go?
Okay. Yeah, so we'll let it
Okay, so has everybody got the idea? How easy it is to add directions to places?
That's your grocery store. So title that one grocery store. Yeah, here's what you want to get it here because type over so that space it. So yeah, just go there.
And that's how you create a map.
So now it's
Not a map, that's how you create driving instructions.
yeah, right.
Let's say I want to change the name of this, I don't want to call it directions from here to here, I would say, you know, Monday, and there's a route.
So same. Right. Personal
Okay?
you just
Now let's say I go back to my other map,
then here, direction. Sit down. Okay. Oh, you know what? I just have a question. I gotta go. Okay, just go. Send me again. Send me again. Just take it over. Send me again. I'm going to get directions. Depending on where you start from. So just like the same thing, like you use your GPS. Right? You want to get rid of that.
now I have to go from here, when this class is over, I have to leave here, and I have to go to the Lamborghini dealership. How do I do that?
Yeah, everything is automatically pretty much. Yeah, so it's because you basically in almost like it's in Drive, so it's automatically saved.
Right? Directions. And I can type in Lamborghini. And then it tells me exactly how to get
Yep.
there.
Right, you get it step by step. You need what?
Okay, go ahead. You'll see.
But
Okay, open it up and double click it.
here,
Okay.
go there.
And where it is, like this one right here, right here. You can open it. You can play it right here. Go right here.
Tells me it's 17 miles, 19 minutes.
Right. All right. And see, you just lay it. Right. See, are you sure? Yes. You know, it's like I say, it's more than one way to do it. And you can do it that way too. You can do it the way that you just did it. The way that you saw that when you saw the red icon, it said delete it. You can do it that way or delete that layer. And then there's also another way that you can do it too. You can, when you click it on, you hover over it. If you hover over something, it's okay. Let's do this. So let's go. Let's see. Go.
Now, when I did that, is this Lamborghini dealership on my map? Well, it's identified down here, but it's not really on my map. Because I don't have it on a layer. I just have it on driving directions. So if I go over here to edit, it's only edit the name.
So you gotta make a layer, you gotta add a layer.
So if I wanted it on something, I might add it the word. I would go up here, right?
Oh.
What's on that map? So, I'm not.
Did you go get a new book?
And so now I have it on my map. Now I have it on my map. I have it on my work layer. And so what do I typically do? I want to change the name. I want to change the icon. So I might change it to a car.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay.
Okay. Now let's stay on this layer. Since I already went to field, I want to add that on. Add that to the map.
Anybody have that?
Now I'm going to change that symbol also to a car.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm seeing if anybody got any questions. Yep. You can add more layers, delete layers, change more maps.
Okay. Their Google page, their Google Plus profile.
Google's free, and that's one reason why we use it. And it does 95% of what all the other apps do. So why pay for?
All right, so we've got 1 minute. Everybody should be able to create a map for tomorrow's quiz. Everybody should be able to create a map,
They have a
add
quiz.
layers to the map, add locations to the layer, and be able to do directions, change icons, change colors. If you don't, that's okay, because somebody here can help you this afternoon do it. Okay? So the thing to do is you have to get used to going into a job you don't know what you're doing. And when you don't know what you're doing, you need to figure out how am I going to learn how to do this? Who's going to help me learn the stuff? What do you not want to do? Gotta ask. What do you not want to do?
I want to ask Pam. I want to ask Pam.
Okay, but what you don't want to do is continue to announce, I don't know what I'm doing.
What I do, I just sit back and just.
Right, that's the thing to do, is try to stay in the moment. Don't go back and push the replay button that says, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm lost, I can't figure it out.
I mean, later you don't want to ask nobody. You want to make sure you ask somebody so you know how to do it.
Well, if it's a situation like this, where it's, okay, I can stop the whole ship from moving.
Right.
I'm talking about later.
Later, when you find out the wheels fell off the wagon, I got a flat tire in my car, okay. You got to figure out who's going to help me get this thing fixed. Okay? But the caravan is moving. They're going to continue to go. I'm going to try to pick up what I can. I'm going to watch the person next to me. When we started the program 2 years ago, next to every Casa Grande person was a non-Casa Grande person. When Will was here, Casa Grande person didn't have internet on their computer. They had to watch this guy. After about 2 months, Casa Grande let us, after they checked out what we did, they let everybody have internet. But that's how it started. So it had to be the person next to you really had to be like your swim buddy. Okay, well, California, it's been fun
Okay.
and real.
Question: is there a limit to the number of maps you can create?
Maps,
Yeah, is there a limit?
maps or layers?
Layers.
Yeah, there is a limit. I don't know what it is. Last year it was 3.
Okay.
Earlier this year, I think it was 7, or maybe last summer it was 7. I don't know what the limit is now.
Okay. Oh, looks like we lost him. Okay, anyway, so it's break time. So yeah, looks like we lost him. Okay.